Hey folks, Michael Mann with Michael Mann Security Services. Welcome to the Security Management Minute. We're going to talk about behavior threat detection. All right, folks, if you want to get a hold of us, get us at contact@michaelmannsecurityservice.com. You can call me directly at 615-956-3912. So let's get into it. What is behavior threat detection? How does that apply to the security professional? Well, our job in security is to prevent or to stop something from occurring. That is the mission in physical protection, is not to respond. Response is a function of your physical protection system or your PPS, but it is the last function when we outline or when we look at the functions of that physical protection system. And there's a reason for it. It's dangerous. You could get hurt. And if we have to respond, that means something in our physical protection system did not detect something. So let's talk about what this is. So behavior threat detection are preventative measures that are very specifically designed to identify potential pre-attack planning. Now, this is a human-based process, and so what that means is our security personnel are doing this, and specifically where this works well is when we talk about active assailants, terrorist activity like ideological attacks, and it also fits well with any other criminal activity. And actually, I have observed this firsthand where it stops criminal activity. It stops active assailants. We've got case studies on that in our videos for you to show you where behavior threat detection has stopped attacks. But I have personally, where I deployed behavior threat detection processes, have watched it deter criminal activity, and another target was hit. So not the target we were protecting, somebody else. Let me get into that real quick. Behavior threat detection doesn't stop the adversary from attacking. It just stops the adversary from attacking the facility that we are protecting. And this also applies in executive protection. When we start talking about protecting a person, we would use the same process. We just modify it just a little bit. So remember, these are preventative measures. Now, how do we do this? What is the process? So the process for behavior threat detection is this. One, if you've had a threat assessment for the facility or the person you're protecting, and if you have not, you need to have one done. And have that done by a professional, someone that is trained and certified in conducting threat assessments, and that's done it before and has been successful. Just because someone's been in the military, just because they're a former police officer, more than likely the majority of those folks have no idea how to do a threat assessment. There's training, there's certification, and there's experience that comes along with receiving a good threat assessment or actually giving a good threat assessment. Okay, so first of all, look at the threat assessment, look at your adversaries, because that's going to kind of that is going to when we start talking about training, when it comes to your security force, like exactly what indicators are you looking for based on threat characteristics. So you need to read the threat assessment. Your physical security plan outlines a number of things. If you've got guard forces, it's going to talk about what they do, what their training entails, like where they're deployed. It's also going to talk about your electronic security measures like access control and cameras. And so we need to pay attention to our physical security plan so we understand where those physical protection functions or the functions of the physical protection system, where they're laid out, where they are working, and where we need to put the human element. Of course, you're going to use a layered approach, and we're going to use concentric rings, and this is where our people come into play. Now, if I don't have people in concentric rings, but our physical security plan outlines some electronic measures, there are times we can use electronic measures for behavior threat detection, but that's only if those measures are being monitored, like cameras and areas, okay? But the layered approach can include human and those electronic measures. Much better if we've got the humans doing that. Then, of course, those folks would have to go through training, okay? So, the training entails the behavior threat detection, and that training can be anywhere from about 4 hours out to 5 days, depending on how detailed you want the training to be for the officers. And then after the training, of course, we would deploy, but there's a reporting process that goes along to validate, that goes along with the training and the actual deployment to make sure that we're not making mistakes, and that behavior that we pick up, let's say we get a false positive, that we're not doing something undesirable to that person. So we need to be able to report. So not only validate through reporting and the behavior detection, but also we want to make sure that that if we do get a false positive on that threat detection method, or what I call a snapshot threat assessment, that's really what we're doing. That we treat that person in a way where actually they probably don't even realize that they were being interviewed. Okay. All right. So that is the process for behavior threat detection. Hey guys, I push this a lot because we do these for free. These are like $2,500 values. We just finished a CPP course. Throughout the area, we give several certification courses for absolutely free. I do this through the Middle Tennessee chapter of ASIS, American Society for Industrial Security. Check our website periodically. We give every year, we give at least one CPP course or Certified Protection Professional. We give at least one physical security professional or PSP course. And then about every other year, we give an APP, Associate Protection Professional course. Again, that is all free. We provide you with all the materials, and I do that through the Middle Tennessee chapter, and that helps set you up for success to move up in the industry. If you have questions about what certification looks like, what's required, what's out there, then you can go to www.asisonline.org and go up to certification. Okay. All right. Again, if you want to contact us, get us at michaelmannsecurityservice.com. Call us at 615-956-3912. And remember, folks, it is about prevention, not response.